So, okay, audible. So now we are going to take what? Now we are going to take an example of the shape factor. Now we will try to understand what is shape factor, how to find out the shape factors. We know the shape factor was what? The plastic modulus by the elastic section modulus. So suppose this is your rectangular section. Okay. This is a rectangular section. This is the center CG. Its depth. This is the depth D. D is the depth here. Okay. We have the width. It is supposed B. Okay. So we have the depth of this rectangular section. This is completely rectangular. Okay. Rectangular. Okay, so we have this is the CG depth, we are given D, then we have the width B. Okay, so this portion is half. This CG divides the rectangular section into D by 2 in half. So that is D by 2, and here also it is D by 2. Okay, so D by 2. Now we know what we have. We know that our this one, the shape factor as f was how much? Okay, I can take the annotation. That is better. Here, SF was how much? SF was your, if I say ZE by ZE, right? So now here, what is your ZP? ZP is given by, okay, let us first of all find ZE. ZE, the elastic section modulus is, we know that is easy one, that is I by Y max. I by Y max, right? It was that only. A section modulus, the elastic section modulus was I by Y max. I we know of the rectangular section is how much? I of a rectangular section is BD Q by 12. BDQ by 12. Okay. this bracket, otherwise it will confuse. So BDQ by 12. Now that divided by this Y max. What is your Y max here? Your Y maximum, that is the, from the CG. From this CG, we have divided these two portions half, and the CG of this portion now is somewhere here, and here also is somewhere here. So it is half, both are same. So the maximum Y max, the distance is how much from the bottom to the CG? It is D by 2. So D by 2. D by 2. Okay. So you will have how much? D by 2. That is equal to your, we will have here how much? BDQ by 12 divided by your D by 2. That means that will be your BDQ by 12. BD cube by 12, sorry, 6, it is going to come 6, BDQ by 6, right? BDQ by 12 into, oh sorry, BDQ by 12 divided by D by 2, that will give you your BDQ by 6. So we have our section modulus, elastic section modulus to be this much. Now ZP, what is our ZP? The plastic section modulus was given by A by 2 into Y1 plus Y2. Okay. Oh, sorry. This from this is not cutting now. This is not equal to, right? This is wrong. We are having ZP. We are having ZP. We are having ZP equal to how much? ZP is your capital A by 2 into, we are having Y1 plus Y2. Okay, Y1 plus Y2. That will give you your A. Area is how much? B into D. This one, the width into the depth of the rectangular section. So that is, area is how much? B into D by 2. B into D by 2. This one into this one, area was B into D by 2 is here by 2. So into, now comes your this one, Y1 plus Y2. Now what is a Y1 and what is a Y2? You see here now, this portion, this Y1 means what? This, suppose we have considered this to be number 1. Suppose we have considered this to be 1, and you're having your, the next member is your 2, this one. Okay, so you are having your the member 1 and your member 2, suppose. Now that is why Y1 and Y2. So Y1 represents your this member, first member, because your this rectangular section is divided into two, 1 and 2 member. So Y1 is your, is indicating your this one first member, Y2 the second member. Now what is Y? Y is the distance from the, Y is the distance of the CG from the CG of the entire member. Okay. Wait. Okay, where I was? Yeah. So this one, when you're having your B D by 2, now Y1 was for this member, Y2 is for this member. Now, what is y? Y is the distance from the CG. This is the neutral axis here. And A, this is your neutral axis here. So you're having what now? Y is the distance of this member. Y1 is the distance of this member. Distance of the CG. This one. Suppose this is the CG here. CG of this member from your this one. Okay, suppose this is a CG. Now the CG is here. This one from here. This one. Okay, so what is your y1? Y1 is this distance. Y2 is your this distance. Okay, y1 is the distance of the CG of the first member from the neutral axis, and y2 is the CG of this second member from the neutral axis. Now you can say this was your half. This portion was d by 2 from here to here. It was d by 2, and this is also same thing from here to here. We had how much? D by 2. Okay, so d by 2, d by 2. Now, what will be the CG of this member, this first member and the second member? The CG of this member will be d by half of this, obviously. Yes or no? So, half of d by 2 will be d by 4 now here. This distance will be d by 4. D by 4. And this is also d by 4. Okay, so these are your d by 4, that is the distance y1 and the y2 distance. So now when we know this, we can obviously place it here. So now here with this bracket, if you do, how much is your y1? Your y1, your y1 is now d by 4, d by 4 plus d by 4. This one d by 4, that is y1 d by 4, y2 d by 4. So ultimately we are having what? This one d by 4, d by 4, that will give you your how much? B into d, b d by 2, and we are having into your d by 2, d by 2. 1 minute, huh? Hello? Oh? Class also. Yeah. Moza. Oh. Okay. So we had what? This one we got bd by 2 into d by 2. That means your BD square by 4. Yeah. Yeah, please see, huh? Because I want your suggestion. मुझे ना क्या अजीब स्मेल आ रही है ये हवा और पता मैं खावा जमा देखिए ना हो नहीं so now you see here this is how much BD by 2 into D by 2, so that is your BD square, BD square by 4. This becomes your, now we got our ZP to be BD square by 4. So we have calculated our ZE and ZP, so we can definitely find out our SF, the shape factor. ZP by ZE, right? So that is equal to your, we know it is how much? BD to the power 4, sorry, BD square by 4 whole divided by your BD square by 6. Right? So we got our BD. Yeah, ZP is BD square by 4 and this is BD square by 6. Sorry, huh? This is, oh, you people did not see me. This is BD square by 6, na? Oh God. ZP is this much. BD square by 6 class. Yeah, ये सब घुसिए कर रहे हैं. Thank you. एक मिनट हाँ. ओए. Everything gone, na? Oh God, everything went. Ultimately, we got our SF to be how much? Our SF was. How I should. So ultimately, our SF was how much? Our SF was equal to, I have said you, it is BD square by 4 BD square by 6. Okay, so that will give us our, this to be 6 by 4. BD square by BD square cancel. So 6 by 4 remains. So that is nothing but our, this much is how much? 1.5. Okay, so for this rectangular, we are having our shape factor to be 1.5. Okay. Similar to this, again we have different shape factor for the circle. Okay. So I think I have to go now. I'm having calls now. So okay, let me take your attendance. Section B, 511. 511, today is 911. 9, 11, 44. Please give your attendance. 44. Oh, sorry, 64. 64. 65. 67. 69.
69, ma'am.
69. Present. 70. 72. 73.
73, ma'am.
74. 75.
75, ma'am.
76.
75.
76. 77.
Yes, ma'am.
78.
77.
Okay, 78. 81. 82. 83. 84.
84 present, ma'am.
85.
Yes, ma'am. 85.
88. 89. Okay, first 88. 89. 89. 91. 92. 93.
Present, ma'am.
93 present. 92 Lancy.
Present, ma'am.
91. 91. 89. Okay, for 94. 95.
95 present, ma'am.
96.
Yes, ma'am. 96.
97. 98.
98 present, ma'am.
99. 100. 102. 110. 112.
Yes, ma'am.
115.
112.
Yes, ma'am. 115.
116.
Present, ma'am.
117.
Yes, ma'am.
119. 121. 122. 123. 125. 126. 127. 128. 130.
130%, ma'am.
132. 135. 137. 139. 140. 142.
Yes, ma'am. 142 present, ma'am.
147. One integrated one.
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Two.
Yes, ma'am.
Sita.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Laishram.
Present, ma'am.
Chosen.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, rest if somebody is absent. I'll mention the absentees if anybody is present to inform. Okay, thank you.
Natural 110. Hello, ma'am.